Have you ever wondered why some billionaires pay a lower percentage of their income in taxes than you do? Well, it's not magic, it's a combination of strategy, systems, and sometimes fast lanes created specifically for the wealthy. First up, let's talk about the tax code. The labyrinthine web of lies no one really understands. It's loaded with tax breaks and loopholes that the rich exploit to their advantage. Things like capital gains, which are profits earned from investments, often get taxed at a lower rate than regular income. In some cases, billionaires can even pay a tax rate of less than 1%. A tax code is simply a combination of numbers and letters used by employers and pension providers to calculate how much income tax to deduct from an employee's pay or pension. The tax code is determined by HMRC, which is HM Revenue and Customs, based on an individual's personal circumstances and allowances. Although tax evasion has a minimal direct impact on tax codes, the complex web of legal tax avoidance strategies has contributed to the increasing complexity of the tax system. Simplifying the tax code could reduce the incentives for tax avoidance and evasion, but it remains a challenging political issue. Now, let's explore tax shelters. Wealthy individuals and corporations often establish offshore accounts or use trusts to move money where it won't be taxed heavily or sometimes won't be taxed at all. Countries like Bermuda and the Cayman Islands are famous for being perceived as tax havens, allowing the rich to either avoid taxes or defer them indefinitely. While tax shelters provide legal ways for taxpayers to reduce their tax liabilities, their widespread use can have negative consequences for government revenues, economic efficiency, tax system complexity, and public confidence in the fairness of the tax laws. While many may see tax avoidance as clever playing within the law, the ethics behind these maneuvers are up for debate. Is it fair that the wealthiest part of society doesn't carry the same burden as the working class? Taxes fund infrastructure, education, and social services. When the wealthy dodge their tax responsibilities, it can put a heavier load on those who can least afford it. In recent years, there's been increased public scrutiny over these practices. Calls for reforms like the introduction of wealth tax or closing loopholes have gained popularity, and lawmakers are exploring ways to level the playing field. A wealth tax is a tax imposed on an individual's net worth, which includes their assets such as property, cash, stocks, and other investments, minus their liabilities. Closing loopholes refers to the process of eliminating provisions or shortcomings in tax legislation that allow individuals and corporations to reduce their tax liabilities in ways not intended by lawmakers. But the rich don't just sit by. With their influence and networks, many lobby for favorable tax policies to avoid paying a fair share. Wealthy individuals and corporations have actively lobbied for favorable tax policies through various strategies aimed at minimizing their tax liabilities. They often make significant campaign contributions to political candidates and parties, influencing lawmakers to adopt tax cuts and incentives that disproportionately benefit them. Additionally, they engage in extensive lobbying efforts, employing lobbyists to advocate for specific tax breaks and to oppose tax increases, particularly on high incomes and wealth. This lobbying is often supported by funding think tanks and media campaigns that promote narratives favoring lower taxes and deregulation. At its core, the debate over taxes can lead to a conversation about fairness, opportunity, and the American dream. How do we ensure the prosperity of all without hampering growth? The discussion surrounding taxation is a reflection of our values as a society. So, what are your thoughts? Is tax avoidance by the rich something we should tolerate, or should we demand change? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you never miss our journey breaking down bigger issues in finance, economy, and more. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.